Hello, Nathaniel. Good evening.
Hello, Lorena. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you. What about you?
I'm good too. Kind of tired, but I'm fine.
Okay. How was your day?
Kind of long, to be honest. Like with school and some things I didn't do.
Okay. So much
But
tasks maybe during the day?
what? Sorry?
So much tasks during the day?
Yeah, tasks, some extra activities uh, from other things, and yeah, kind of busy day. But yeah, I'm good. I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's the most important thing. And also, as tomorrow is a big holiday, a largest holiday, right?
Yeah,
And so it's gonna take 3 days, I think.
yeah.
Okay, Nathaniel. Yeah, so let's start, please. We're gonna start with the next grammar. I'm gonna share my screen to you. It's gonna be referred to be supposed to, the use of this that you are gonna notice. Okay, so now can you see my
Yeah.
screen?
Mhm.
That's great. So we're gonna read a little of this concept. We use the expression be supposed to express expectations, feelings, or beliefs about how something should be or how someone should behave. Like the example says, read please.
I'm supposed to be a professional. Talia means that people expect her to act in a professional way. The movie is supposed to start at 5:05. This means that according to schedule, the movie should start at 5:05. Valentino is supposed to be a great restaurant. This means that people say Valentino's great.
Okay, yeah. So this part you notice, right? It's about expectations. So can you give me one real example with this?
I was. Is it okay if I use past or I need to do it in present?
Oh, yes, of course, in present, because you
Okay, I
notice
got it.
that after two, the verb is going to be in the base form. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Um, he's supposed to be there at 10 o'clock.
Okay, that's great when you're using a verb, right? But when you don't want to use, oh yeah, it's common that you're going to use a verb. Instead of be, you can use other verbs, like the other examples that you can
Yeah.
see. Okay, so give me another example, but using other verbs.
Okay. Uh, mm, he is supposed to see the movie tomorrow.
Okay, that's great. You are supposing something about expectations. That's the first part. Now let's read the second. We use be used to and be supposed to in the simple present to express present or future expectations. Like the example says, please read.
John is supposed to be in the office now. He isn't supposed to be in the office tomorrow.
Exactly, right? So also if you want to make some negative forms, you also can do it, okay? It depends on that. So can you give me now one example in a negative form?
Okay. He isn't supposed to be there at night.
Okay. Okay, Nathaniel. So in this case, you can change, right? Aren't, if you want to use in some plural examples.
Okay. They aren't supposed to be there at night.
Okay. Number three, we can see. We use be supposed to in the simple past to express past expectations, like the example says. Read, please.
Okay. Nick was supposed to arrive at 7 o'clock. Talia was supposed to press both buttons, but she didn't. We were supposed to be celebrating tonight. Notice that we often use was or were supposed to talk about an event that didn't happen as planned.
Exactly, very good. So the only thing that changed in this case was the verb to be that transformed in simple past, right? Was, or maybe you can use were. That are expectations about the past. So
Yeah.
can you give me other example with this,
Yeah.
please?
I was supposed to give him the bracelet yesterday.
Okay, very good. Now, number 4. To express expectations, we use a form of be, supposed to, and the verb in the base form. Like the example says, I know we are supposed to be celebrating. Okay. Yes, as you can notice, this is a really easy way to use the structure of be supposed to in present or maybe in past. It's gonna depend on the tense that you want to express, in present or past, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, do you have questions about it?
I think I'm fine.
Okay, okay. So let's make the practice, please.
Okay. Is it this one or it's in the other letter?
It's in the, no, in the other. Yes, in that.
Yeah.
Be supposed to one. Exactly. Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that was really easy, right?
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay, so let's see the other grammars that we have in the next unit. Okay. Also, you have assigned your quiz from this unit, okay? Mm. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so now we have this other grammar that is referred to present and real conditional. Okay. Okay, let's see. Number one, it says, we use the present and real conditional to talk about present conditions and results that are not real. The if clause expresses the unreal condition. The result clause expresses the unreal result. Like the example says.
If Nick had the evidence, he would be very happy. This means that Nick doesn't have the evidence, and as a result, he isn't very happy. If Celia didn't work so hard, she would have more time for fun. This means that Celia works hard, and as a result, she doesn't have time for fun. Isn't this like the thing we did yesterday?
Yeah, it was similar,
It's
but it's
basically
not
this.
the same. Yes,
Like in what
because
things is it changing?
the change is gonna be the structure, right? Like in the other name was past and real conditional first, right? And this other one is present and real conditional. So also you can call this to the second conditional. And the other that we were looking was the third conditional.
Okay.
Okay, so this second conditional shows you this structure that in the if clause, you're gonna write the past tense, okay? And the result clause, you will use this auxiliary with would.
Okay.
Okay, so do you remember what are the structures from yesterday?
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, was first the uh, past perfect, if I'm not wrong,
Okay,
and then it would be uh, present perfect, or yeah, present perfect, right?
exactly. After would,
Yeah,
could, or might, right? Would
yeah.
have plus the verb in past perfect.
Sorry, plus yeah.
Exactly. Yes. That is the change that you're going to notice about the third conditional and this other one that is the second conditional, and the name is present and real conditional. Okay, so you're going to notice these structures. You're going to use the verbs in past and the results only with would, and the verb in the base form, whatever verb that you want. If you want to make in a negative form, you can use the auxiliary with didn't, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like in this other example, can you repeat? You already read it, right?
Yeah,
Didn't work, like it's in the simple past tense, but in a negative form, right?
yeah,
And the result, it's like with would plus the verb in the base form. Okay, so it's expressed, this structure is expressing something that it's not real. This can be an imaginary situation, but it's not real. That's
yeah.
why it's called unreal conditional, present unreal conditional.
What was the name of the other thing we did yesterday?
Uh,
Present only
past
conditional?
from yesterday was past unreal conditional. The
Okay,
one is
the 10.
present unreal conditional. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Mhm. Okay. Now, give me please one example in affirmative form and the other in a negative form.
Okay. Uh, if Nick worked hard, he would have a large amount of money.
Okay, that's great. Now in
Okay.
the other form.
Okay. Okay. If Nick did like, yeah, it's always didn't, right? If I do hadn't, it's wrong.
It's wrong, exactly.
It's in the other, in
In
past and real
past
condition.
and real conditional, yes.
Okay. And then would be if John didn't go uh, to the party, he would have uh, a good grade in his test.
Okay, yes. Okay, the example, the structure is great, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna pass to the second point and we can see. The verb in the if clause is in simple past, but its meaning is in present. Like the example says, read please.
Okay. If I had his phone number now, I would call him. The verb in the result clause is would plus the base form of the verb. If I had his phone number now, I would call him. Notice that in conversation, we often use a contraction D for would and wouldn't for would not. We don't use would in the if clause. We do not say, if I would have his phone number.
Exactly, so only focus would in the second part, right? In the result clause. As you notice in this part, you can focus, right? But its meaning is in present. That's why it's called this name, right? Present and real conditional because the interpretation is about the present. Do you
Yeah,
remember that the other was the past and real
yeah,
conditional because of the interpretation was in past too?
yeah.
Okay. Yes, so let's see more. Mhm. Number 3, we have this. In addition to would, we can also use the modals could, should, or might in the result clause. For example,
If I told your coach, the soccer federation, okay. If I told your coach, the soccer federation might let you play again. If we had the proof, I could play again.
exactly, very good. So in this case, you notice that you can use those modals if you
Yeah.
want, right? Yes, so can you give me other examples with maybe could or might?
Yeah. Um, if if I went to the shop last night, my mom like if I should, I can use it in the same case as would. It would be okay
If you use should, you say?
instead of would. Like both would make sense in the same sentence. Like if I want to say, um, if I went to the shop last night, then my mother sh shouldn't like this sentence is in present, right?
Yeah,
Only in present. Okay.
the interpretation is in present,
Okay, then it
but
would
the
be
verb that you're using is in
yeah, yeah.
past. Mhm.
Then my mom shouldn't go there again. It would be okay.
Yes, it's okay with should if you want to use. Yes, no problem about the context if you want to use could, should, or might.
Okay.
The interpretation is going to be the most important. Okay.
Then, like an
Number,
example with could, it would be if I didn't miss that shot, we
okay.
could have won the tourney.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. That's okay too. Mhm. Yep. Now in number four, as you can see, when the verb in the if clause is a form of be, we use were for all subjects. Okay, yeah. You're not gonna have problems when you're gonna use only the verb to be. Okay, with were all the subjects. Like in the examples, please read.
Okay. If Tony and John were here, they would help us. If Amy were here, she would help us.
Okay, yes, so no problem with verb to be, right? Give me other example with verb to be. Were. What with were?
Um, if Tom were uh, were in his house, he would have like if I use have sent, it's other tense. It's incorrect, right? Or I can say that.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, like I'm
um,
mixing two
it's
types of
exactly. It's like
past.
you're gonna make kind of mixed conditionals.
Yeah, yeah,
In some cases, it's gonna be okay about the context. Yes, of
yeah.
course, you can use it.
Like in that
Okay.
case, it's correct, right?
Yeah, about if we are
Other,
focusing.
let me change it then. Okay.
Yeah.
If Tom were at his house last night, we shouldn't be doing this.
Okay, that's great.
We wouldn't. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Number, number five, we have this. We often use if I were you to give advice. Like the example, if I were you, I wouldn't blame myself, right? Can you give me other example or maybe other advice with this phrase?
Okay. Now, if I were you, I I wouldn't eat that.
Okay, that's great. Number six, we can say, the if clause can come at the beginning or the end of the sentence. The meaning is the same. Notice that in writing, we use a comma after the if conditional, okay, when it comes first. So do you remember the punctuation? When you start with if
Yeah.
conditional, you write a comma.
Mm,
But when you write the result, you
yeah.
don't write the comma and you continue with the if conditional. Right, okay. So exist some questions about it?
Not really.
Okay, yes, so these are the forms of conditionals, okay? The other was past, this is present, but now let's practice with the exercises, okay?
Okay. Like if we need to say always weren't, even though it's like this.
Like third person?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
because the rule says that
okay.
even if it's third person or maybe singular or plural, you're gonna use with all the subjects were or weren't with verb to be on.
So it would be wrong to say if Chenlu wasn't a
What?
reporter.
Oh yes, okay. Also that's correct. No problem with that. But the
So
most
both
common
are
use
correct. Okay.
is with weren't yet.
Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that was correct.
Yeah, it's easier than the past one. I know with this
Yes.
advanced of it.
Exactly, Natalie. So as I was telling you, I have a little chart that you can see the structures, but I'm gonna share you right now, okay? In order you can see that. Because the next grammar that it's following is past perfect continuous, but it's a part of the topic that we are taking. Okay, so please give me 2 minutes and I'm gonna send you this document to your WhatsApp, please, okay?
Sure.
Please, please. Okay, Nathaniel, so I already sent you this document. I don't know if you received it.
Let me check real quick. Let me go from my phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's in your WhatsApp.
Hmm. I don't think I got it.
Oh, no.
Did you
Okay.
send it to my cell phone?
Yes, to your
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
I didn't get it. Can you send it again, maybe?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you get it?
Mm. Yeah, now I got it.
Okay, that's very
Conditionals, right?
Yeah, this is a scan, but maybe it's not so clear, but
Right.
it's very useful. In the first page, you can see the last large, the chart, sorry, that you can see that it's type 0, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if you can read that part. It's clear or no?
And which part is it? In the. Mm, I think I can read it. Yeah, I can
Maybe
read
you
it.
can see the structures.
What page is it? Structures.
It's in the first
Oh,
page,
the charts.
98. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I can see them. I think I can see them.
Yes, right. So,
Yeah.
in that part, for example, you can see the little chart. Okay, I'm gonna share also the screen in order you can see with me this part. Okay, this is gonna be like a complete explanation about conditionals. Okay, so I'm gonna share this. Mm. Okay, so now can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, yeah, this is from a book that is really nice. It's about conditional. So in this last part, oh sorry, in this last part, as you can see, it's like it's showing you like parts. Zero conditional is gonna be all this line. first conditional, second conditional, and the third conditional. Okay, so as you can notice, exist four kind of conditionals, okay? The last that we were seeing was only these two parts, the third conditional and the second conditional. Do you remember in the first day that was the structure with past perfect plus would and like a present perfect, right?
Like,
Mm,
so far we only seen two of them, right? Type 3 and type 2.
yeah, exactly. Type
That's
2
right.
and 3. But we didn't see type 0 and 1.
Are
And
they
yeah,
easier or more complex?
no, it's easier as you can see, right? If you notice the structures, it's really, really easy. Type 0, for example, it's for general truth. You can use this structure. If plus simple present and the other part with simple present, like the example says. If the temperature falls below 0 degrees, water turns into ice, right? It's for general truth, something that's always is going to be true. Okay, that's the type 0. Now this one, type 1, is called also real conditional. Okay, only real conditional because the other have other names, right? This one is gonna be called real conditional. This other one is present and real conditional, and this other past and real conditional. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So the structure for this other that we didn't see there about the real conditional. Yes, as you can see, you have this structure. If in the if clause, if plus simple present, that's the most common, and with future, with will, if you want to express. And the concept says real likely to happen in the present or future, right? So also in the real conditional, you can use more structures. Instead of using only present simple, you can use present continuous, present perfect, or present perfect continuous. And in the result clause, you can use with imperatives, can, may, might, must, should, could, plus the verb in the base form. And in the third part, type number 2, that was the present and real conditional, the grammar that we were looking today, is this one, right? If plus simple past or past simple. Also, you can use past continuous. And in the result clause, you can use would, could, might, or plus the verb in the base form. And the concept we say it was not like something real. It's like only imaginary situations, right? Contrary to facts in the present. Also used to give advice. Okay, this is the use that you can give to this structure. And this is the third conditional, number 3, okay? Past or real conditional. Also, you can use with these other structures if you want. Past perfect continuous, and the result, of course, if you want, with could, might, plus have, and the verb in past participle. Also to use in imaginary situations, contrary to facts in the present. Also used to express regrets or criticism. Okay, so this is a little chart or maybe a summary of all the structures for conditionals. Okay, so do you understand this chart?
Yeah, I got it. I think I got it.
Okay, that's great. So in this second part, it's like, do you remember the part that we were saying that about mixed conditional, mixing the tenses?
Yeah, like the thing I did, right?
Exactly. It's like we have, you notice that we have two parts, right? The if conditional, the if clause, and the result clause, right? So in this case, it's like you have to remember the numbers. 2 and 1, okay, type 2. What is the structure of type 2? In the if conditional, it's going to be simple past, but the result of type 1 is going to be with will in future. In
Yeah.
this case, we are mixing the tenses. Or maybe this can happen, type 2 and 3. Okay, what is the if conditional in type 2? Simple past. And the result of type 3? Okay, this is with would have plus the verb in past participle. Or
Mm.
maybe the third kind of mixed conditional. Type 3 in if conditional, it's with past perfect. And the type 2 with the result clause, it's only with would plus the verb in the base form. You can use in progressive if you want. No problem with that.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So as you notice, exist a lot of ways to make conditionals. It's like a not. This rules shows you that you can open to more options to make sentences, and they can be correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are only the three mixed conditionals that you can see. 2-1, 2-3, and 3-2. Only this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the interpretations. For example, if you see the first one, it says, if nobody paid the bill, the electricity will be cut off. So in which tense do you think is the interpretation? Present, past, or future?
Like type 1 is future, right? Like
Oh,
it
the
will
result
be.
clause. Yes.
Yeah.
So the interpretation is about the result, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So you focus with the result clauses and you know that that's the interpretation. Yep.
Yeah.
And what else? I don't know if we saw this part. If we don't want to use, if we don't want to use if, but instead of that we use when.
When something's more likely to happen.
Exactly. So you can use that change. That only happens in the zero conditional or first conditional.
Okay.
Okay, only in those cases. In the third, no, in type 2 or 3, not. Okay, it
Okay.
doesn't function. In this other page, it's like, yeah, they are the structures of if that we were looking in the last days. The conditionals with if only, or I wish.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Exactly. So this is like a summary of all of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Only that was the part that I wanted to show you in order to finish this conditionals part in a good way. Okay. So yeah, that's all about conditionals that you can see. Do you have some kind of questions about it?
I don't think so. I think, yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, that's great, Fanny. So before finishing the class, can you give me one example per each type?
Okay, since type 0, no.
Since type 0. Mhm.
Okay. Uh, okay. If I go there, uh, like this is the time when we use. No, no, never mind. Okay. If I go there, she's gone. No, to be. If I go there, the door closes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then
Okay, type
the
1
one.
are real conditional.
Okay. If he goes in there, uh, he will he will be punched.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
But if you transform that in a negative sentence, how can
Yeah.
you make this?
If she doesn't go there, uh, she will be punched.
Okay, yes, that's great. Number 2, type 2,
Okay.
present and real
Uh,
condition.
if he worked hard, uh, he he would be at a better position.
Okay, you say in present if he works.
I said if he worked hard.
Okay, in past.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Very good. Now type 3.
Type 3 was the one we did yesterday. If he had gotten up, yeah, if he had gotten up, he would have he would have given the toy.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. No,
It's kind of hard to think about a like example while I'm thinking about tenses.
okay, no problem. Okay, Nathaniel. So other 3 examples, but with mixed conditionals.
Okay. Uh, okay. Um, if I went there, the ceiling will fall off.
Okay, okay.
Okay, then
Now,
if he had, uh, if he went there, he would have gotten the prize.
okay, that's great.
Then if he had entered that house, he wouldn't be uh, he wouldn't be alive now. He
Okay,
wouldn't be. It's with ing, right? Or it's not necessary.
not necessary.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, Nathaniel. Yeah. So these are the structures that you can use in some cases. Okay. Yes. So I think that's gonna be everything for today. But don't forget to complete the last quiz from the last unit. Okay.
Like the last unit, as in uh, C1, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. As you remember, tomorrow is holiday, so
Yeah.
we're not gonna pass classes. Okay. So only directly to Monday.
Yeah. Sure. Perfect.
Okay, so we're gonna finish the class, the last part.
Oh, okay. See you Monday then.
And
Oh,
you gotta complete the
okay.
little quiz,
Complete.
right?
I memorized it. Okay. Well, see you later.
Bye bye, take care.
Good night. Take care.